In Kentucky, the hats are big, the horses are fast, and the bourbon is even better.
Oh, it absolutely is better. So, of course, we have Senator Damon Thayer, CEO and co-founder of Kentucky Senator Bourbon, is here with us today. And the timing actually couldn't be more perfect. Their brand new release hitting shelves as the racing season heats up. There's plenty to raise a glass to. Of course, Damon, this new small batch release honors Baseball Hall of Famer and former U.S. Senator Jim Bunning. Tell us a little bit about how special this is.
So Kentucky Senator Bourbon, each of our releases is named after a U.S. Senator from Kentucky. And we've got 66 of them, so we can do this for a long time. We're now on our 7th release, and we are honoring the man who actually helped me start my political career, Northern Kentucky's own Jim Bunning. He's the only human to be elected to the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame and to the United States Senate.
I mean, look at that.
Holy
That's an
cow,
actual.
you've got a Phillies baseball
That's back
card.
when he pitched with the Phillies, and he pitched a perfect game with the Phillies.
That is amazing.
I mean, you could not find baseball cards like that.
That is a very valuable card right there.
That hangs in my office.
He pitched for the Phillies and then later for the Detroit Tigers, and then came back to Kentucky, went into politics, served on Fort Thomas City Council.
That's right.
The state Senate, where he was the Republican leader.
That's right.
There were only 9 Republicans in the Kentucky State Senate. And then 12 years in the U.S. Congress and 2 terms in the U.S. Senate. He was elected back in 1998.
And he served in Washington and everywhere else just like he played. It was high and tight.
Yeah, that's right. There was no ambiguity with Jim Bunning. You knew where you stood, and he was a strong voice for Kentucky, a strong voice for the bourbon industry. It was his law that made September Bourbon Heritage Month. Wow. So he was a big supporter of our horse racing industry. He was a big supporter of the bourbon industry, a strong supporter for veterans and small business. And we're really excited about this new release. It's showing up in bars and restaurants and liquor stores around Kentucky. And as a matter of fact, Friday night at Liquor Barn, Hamburg, right down the road from where we are right now, our friend Jonathan Combs, the general manager there.
He's unbelievable.
He's a madman, isn't he? He's throwing a party for us. We're going to have free tastings from 5 to 8 o'clock of our new release. Liquor Barn has a single barrel pick that comes in at about 125 proof, Buzz.
Wow.
Yeah, very smooth.
That's not one of those, what do they call those things? Bonita uses a phrase all the time. No, it's like nitro proof, but it's not. Hazmat, that's what she calls them.
On paper, it might be hazmat, but it's an 8.5-year-old bourbon.
Right.
And the longer you age bourbon, the smoother it gets.
Agreed.
This bourbon does not drink like our small batch is 107 proof. Our single barrel rolling in around 124, 125. It drinks much smoother than that. We're really proud of it. Looking forward to showcasing it Friday night at 5 o'clock at Liquor Barn Hamburg. Come on out and see us. My co-founder, Andre Regard, he and I will be there.
Awesome.
Signing bottles, giving away merch, and telling the story of Kentucky Senator Bourbon.
Even though the senator's not with us anymore, he's got like 1 million kids and grandkids and great-grandkids. So I've got to believe that somebody from the Bunning family will be over there as well.
Well, the interesting thing is bourbon sales go up when you name a bourbon for Jim Bunning. There are a lot of Bunnings around. So I'm telling you, you better get this bourbon while you can before the Bunning family buys it all up.
That is a great line.
What does it taste like?
Well, let's see.
Yeah,
Let's
everything is a little different. So tell us what makes this batch
so unique,
a little different.
Yes.
So it's 8.5 years old.
Yeah.
It's 75% corn, 21% rye, 4% malted barley.
What did you do that for?
Aged and bottled down at the Bardstown Bourbon Company.
Yeah.
And it's got a very fruity nose on it, and then a nice, warm, what we call Kentucky hug. Tastes great in the mouth, but then gives you a nice, warm. We like to call it a hug, not a burn.
It's not a burn.
It goes down smoothly. So cheers
to Jim.
To Jim Bunning, a great American and a great Kentucky.
Oh, that is a hug.
I knew you guys would like it.
Do you feel hugged up?
Oh, it's good.
I love that.
Oh, that's nice.
I mean, nothing like bourbon for breakfast here on Everyday Kentucky. This is why I love this show.
But you don't have to mix it.
How much nicer is it to be out there selling bourbon instead of calling up orders of the day?
Well, I had a great run in the Kentucky State Senate, Dave. 22 years.
Yep.
12 years as floor leader. I'm proud of the work we did there. But it was time for me. I just knew it was time for me to move on and try something else. And it's hard. It was hard to leave, but it would have been harder for me to stay.
Right.
I felt like I had done my time. It was time for me to move on.
It was hard to leave until you left.
I haven't been back.
Right.
I haven't been back since I moved out of my office. And Matt Nunn took that seat from Scott County, and Senator Matt Nunn's doing a great job. I'm really proud that he's the new senator from Scott.
That's awesome.
And I had a great run. It was a true privilege to serve for 22 years. But now I'm focusing more on horse racing and bourbon, and politics is a little bit in the back seat for now.
All right, here's the info on the event on Friday afternoon at 5 o'clock. India will be out there Friday morning at 10 a.m. trying to get something before 5 o'clock.
Mind your business.
Sorry. A Hamburg
You're giving away
liquor
your
bar.
secrets, Dave.
Right?
Kentucky, KYSenatorBourbon.com. Damon, great seeing you again.
Thanks for having me on
Much
the show.
continued
Always
success.
a blast.
Great having you here.
Always a good time.
All right, we're coming back with more right after this.
Don't go anywhere.